Alright guys, today is another day. Nnamdi Kanu heads to court with no defense team. And Nigerians are asking questions how he will be. No defense team? Would the Nigerian government even allow him to come down to the Federal High Court? Because they denied him that last time. His brother stood for him, but he was shut down. So what would today afford? My people, now here we day. So Nigeria wakes up today under heavy tension. In just few hours from now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will return to the Federal High Court in Abuja for one of the most decisive hearings since his life sentence, a ruling on November 20. But this time, he is going to court with no defense team. His brother was shot down by the judge. His lawyers are locked out, and the federal government is preparing for a battle behind the scenes. This is the full situation before the trial begins. So, what next? These are the questions Nigerians are asking. Welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. So, what is creating fear everywhere this morning is simple. Kanu currently has no legal representation. The court blocked his brother, Emmanuel Kanu, from speaking because he is not a lawyer. Justice James Omotosho said he's not a licensed lawyer. He should go back to law school, then come back and come defend his brother. That one is loud. His former defense team has withdrawn. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacked them before the final judgment. And the legal aid option remains unclear. This means that if the court proceeds today, Kanu may stand before Justice James Omotosho with zero legal shade. Analysts are calling this the most vulnerable moment in Kanu's legal journey since 2015. Meanwhile, the federal government is not resting up. Sources inside Abuja report that security was doubled overnight at the court premises for one person. Why is it that it's just like that when it comes to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Even in the Sokoto prison is currently now, then they shout say the security. They don't pass the people when they go war front. A restricted movement order may be activated around the complex. Federal government is expecting protests, diplomatic observers, and massive media presence. Remember, just last week, the US group, the UK activists, and legal bodies declared the conviction procedural flawed, citing omitted defense arguments, struck out charges used in the judgment, then blocked final written address. These are what they detected. So these allegations alone have increased global attention on today's hearing. So what is at stake today, December 8th? This December 8th hearing is not a normal section. It will determine three major things. It will be the courts that will allow Kanu's transfer. Okay, will the court allow Nnamdi Kanu's transfer? He wants to leave Sokoto prison because he cannot prepare his appeal there. And don't forget that court gave him 90 days from that day he was sentenced to life imprisonment. So he's counting already. Will the judge accept any representation on his behalf, or will the court insist on waiting for a new legal team? These are the questions Nigerians are asking. Will the federal government use the absence of defense to their advantage? Analyst says this hearing could speed up or freeze the entire appeal process. But one move today, the case may explode into a national and international crisis. Across the Southeast, tension is already rising. The civil society groups issued warnings overnight. And community leaders are calling for calm. Igbo organizations in Abuja say they will attempt to monitor the trial despite restrictions. So there is fear that if the court proceeds unfairly today, It may trigger street reactions. It may trigger shutdown warnings. It may trigger renewed agitation. It may trigger emergency diplomatic meetings. But inside Sokoto prison, just 48 hours ago, a security officer in Sokoto confirmed we cannot allow anyone to see him. If we do, the security here will be compromised. This confirms two things: that Kanu remains heavily isolated. You understand? Only family and lawyers and rarely governors are allowed access. So this isolation makes today's hearing even more dangerous. He has had almost no chance to prepare. So as the clock moves towards today's hearing, Abuja is on red alert. The federal government is preparing heavy defense. Kanu is going to court with no legal team. International bodies are monitoring quietly. The atmosphere is charged. So, my people, today we rewrite the Kanu case one way or another. Kanu alone in the court. So, guys, I'm dropping it here. Please drop your comments below the comment section. Please share this video, make it go viral. Thank you and bye for now.